The Boxer Rebellion took place throughout the late 19th and early 20th centuries in China. The rebellion was a movement in which China wanted to abolish all unwanted influence of Western nations. The movement was started by a secret group of Chinese civilians who called themselves Boxers. This group practiced calisthenic rituals and practiced certain boxing, which made them believe they were invulnerable and had the ability to withstand bullets. The Boxers focused their anger on anything foreign, particularly Christian missionaries and foreign or Western technology. Many people in China saw foreign influence as a corrupting force that was weakening China's culture and government. The Boxers used guerrilla tactics to kill many Christian missionaries and Western diplomats. Railroads, Christian churches, and other foreign property became targeted for destruction by the Boxers.
From June to August, the Boxers besieged the foreign district of Beijing, China's capital, until an international force that included American troops subdued the uprising. By the terms of the Boxer Protocol, which officially ended the rebellion in 1901, China agreed to pay more than $330 million in reparations. In 1900, the Boxer movement spread to Beijing area, where the Boxers killed Chinese Christians in Christian monasteries and destroyed churches and railroad stations and other property. On June 20, 1900, the Boxers began a siege of Beijing's foreign legation district, where the official quarters of foreign diplomats were located. The following day, Queen Empress Dowager Zhu Zi declared a war on all foreign nations with diplomatic ties in China. As the Western powers and Japan organized a multinational force to crush the rebellion, the siege stretched into weeks, and the diplomats and their families and guards suffered through hunger and degrading conditions as they fought to keep the Boxers at bay. By some estimates, several hundred foreigners and several thousand Chinese Christians were killed during this time. On August 14th, after fighting its way through northern China, an international force of approximately 20,000 troops from 8 nations, Austria-Hungary, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Russia, and the United Kingdom, and plus the United States, arrived to take Beijing and rescue the foreigners and Chinese Christians.
U.S. Marines participated in several actions in China after Meyer's force reached Peking. Before the siege began, an Allied force moved north of Tientsin toward Peking days after a railroad line was torn up, isolating the capital city. Vice Admiral Sir Edward Seymour of the British Royal Navy led this force with U.S. Navy Captain Bowman McCulloch, second in command. Seymour's expedition included 112 American soldiers and Marines. The Allied force traveled north, rebuilding the railroad as they went. Seymour's expedition came within 25 miles of Peking, but was forced by Boxers and Chinese soldiers to retreat back toward Tientsin. After 5 days of retreating south, Seymour's force fought its way into Chinese arsenal 6 miles north of Tientsin, where they fortified the position and waited for help. On the 20th, this Marine battalion and approximately 400 Russians engaged the Chinese near Tientsin. The Marines were the spearhead of the American-Russian attack, but had little success against the more substantial Chinese forces. After an overwhelming counterattack, the Americans and Russians retreated.
The Boxer Rebellion formally ended with the signing of the Boxer Protocol on September 7, 1901. By terms of the agreements, forts protecting Beijing were to be destroyed. Boxer and Chinese government officials involved in the uprising were to be punished. Foreign legations were permitted to station troops in Beijing for their defense. China was prohibited from importing arms for 2 years and agreed to pay more than $330 million in reparation to the foreign nation involved.